The most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
Object. Objective defense!
Hi there guys, welcome back into another session. Hope everyone's having a brilliant start to the week on this beautiful Tuesday. Are you bored of the price action yet? As we hit this range, I quite like a range to be honest. I get a little bit more bored when we're trending because it tends to be up only or down only. A little bit of a more battle in the order books when we hit these ranges, isn't there? So I quite like it. What we're going to do today is we're going to concentrate on the larger assets, BTC, ETH and Sol, and we're going to check some levels and where we are in this lower time frame range. Okay, so quick look at where we're going and where we can possibly go in the next 12-24 hours. Okay, big week ahead in the markets, very clean levels to trade on all large caps, BTC, ETH and so I really do think the order flow has been absolutely brilliant. I really do think so. Looking for Bitcoin to take the weekend highs before any rotation lower if the crypto gods allow it. Okay, so posted this for everyone in the TRDR console Discord yesterday. Go and join that, grab a link from below, but these were your weekend highs here. I really don't like trading in these middle areas of the range here, okay? Give me one or another. If you're just going to straight drop, I'll look for some bid down here and demand. Hopefully we'll get some bullish volume divergences and then we'll bid this back up. If you're going to float to the top, so be it. I'm not one to just trade in the middle, expecting it floats up, expecting it floats down. Give me one or the other, and I'm happy to sit on my hands until then. Subsequently, yesterday, we got the short side, okay? So looking to hedge some positions short on Bitcoin and the bigger assets with respect to looking at a rotation lower, basically, okay? So we're going to have a look at that in Trading View in a second. So, up late last night, okay, 1:30 AM my time, so the Asian session open, we started to rise up quite violently and hit some supply. So that's what I always like. I don't like to hedge short positions on boring price action. Weekend highs taken on fat supply across various assets. Let's rotate and take some lows, okay? So that's the idea now, right? Let's have a look at the daily chart and see where we are. So this is our daily chart. I'm not going to go to the weekly or anything just yet, okay? Daily chart range, monthly open a little bit higher, overall range, point of control a little bit higher, but you are just sat under a little bit of resistance now in this 62k zone. You don't even need to draw lines and classic T8, just look left, okay? You're in a little bit of resistance now. Choppy, very choppy. Obviously, you know, no big deviations here yet. So let's break it down into lower time frames. 4 hour range, okay? We can just see the POC there. Weekly open held there. But if you trade in a range, this is what you want to look for, okay? So we're now forming a range here. You want to identify the highs, identify the lows, hedge shorts here, bid there. And what I said to the guys the other day was, I think it was at the weekend, is we've seen liquidity in the markets the way it is. You know, perps, spot market in crypto. I still believe the bigger move comes upwards. Okay, so I would be in favor of aggressively bidding any lows with confluence in the data and the order flow from the TRDR console. I would be more aggressive in any lows if we can get them. Okay, I'm not one for chasing this up. If it just wants to flow up, that's fine. Aggressive in the lows with the bid, with expectation of a higher time frame move up. Okay, but slightly more passive hedge shorts. Okay, what do I mean by passive? Well, obviously if you're taking a short position in the first instance, you're using marginal leverage, just turn it down a little bit. Okay, just turn it down a little bit passive shorts, you know, not swing shorts, just day trades, you know, look for some lower levels, look for some demand to get met. All right, so that's what I'm looking to play. If you are trading a range, you have to appreciate at some point one level, okay, so the offers at the top or the bids at the lows are going to break, and at one point in trading a range, all range traders appreciate this, at one point you're going to get stopped out, okay, and that is your breakout. It's now a price auction between buyers and sellers, obviously, in this area, and I think we're probably going to be here until end of August, maybe yeah, beginning of September, I would say, to be honest. So I can see why people would get frustrated in here, but actually if you just day trade this, you know, I think it's a really good area to trade. Okay, so just looking at the 1 hour then, obviously we've really just tapped that value area high at that 61.4, 61.5 level there. We have hit some supply. We'll go and have a look at that in a second. Can we rotate a little bit higher and maybe just tap the 62k 1 hour order block there? Yeah, maybe. I have to say volume was certainly well up in the small hours of last night, and open interest really pushed as well. Funding, I'm not going to go too much into the funding because it's absolutely all over the place. Bybit funding was actually negative here. It's now gone positive here. I don't know what they're playing out over there, but no major edge in funding right now. Just go with the order flow, okay? But we are at value area high. I'm happy to look to hedge positions back down until we find some bid, okay? No lower targets yet. I just don't know. I'm just going to go with the order flow, meet some bid, and then we'll go from there. Aggressive at the lows, passive light shorts at the top, okay? Vitalik's coin exactly the same, okay? This is your range, value area high. You're just creeping up here now. ETH's actually hitting a lot more supply than BTC. Weekly open here, value area low here, okay? So bids at the lows, aggressive bids at the lows, happy to hedge shorts here. The same on ETH. And again, Soy Boy Sol, exactly the same again. So everything's looking pretty much the same. This was a nice cheeky little long, actually. I caught a little bit of that yesterday just to get the juices flowing to start the week off. Okay, but yeah, here we are, point of control just coming in that middle area. So a nice cheeky little long there. Sol is hitting some supply as well. Another little order block just a little bit higher there. But if BTC and ETH want to take a rotation down, they'll do it. If we do push higher, absolutely fine with that. It's either going to stop us out or we'll just manage the hedge short positions we've got on now. Okay, so yeah, big week ahead. Ideally, let's rotate down and actually find some demand. I'm not seeing much follow-up demand on all assets right now. So let's go check it in the TRDR console. Right, here we are once again. Guys, go grab a link from below if you're unfamiliar with this console. Where have you been for the last few years? Best data in the market. Free trial below. Grab a link. If you're really struggling, free videos on the Academy and also our Academy course with the amazing private Discord as well, which we're getting some really good trading action in. Let's jump straight into the data. Okay, so here we are. So this is the supply we're seeing on Bitcoin in the small hours last night. Top levels just vying for a few offers. Okay, not much to be said now. From the books, okay, you don't even need to look at the main chart really, but from the books, we've got some supply here. It's not massively heavy, okay. I've seen heavier. We could still float up here, you know. I do think so. I'm happy to hedge a short position. Invalidations for me really are just over 62. That could get hit, you know. That could get hit and stop out those hedge positions. As a range trader, you've got to be happy with that, okay. You've got to be happy with that. Coinbase Pro with your heaviest supply right now. Then I'm not going to go through the other exchanges, but as you can see, there's certainly no demand following up. Bitstamp have been a little bit market maker in here. There were offers and supply just back there over the weekend to push us down slightly. We've taken out all those now. Yeah, not much edge there at all. Let's have a look at what Binance Perps are doing. Binance Perps have lost quite a bit of demand there. They have got these levels higher at 65. I'm not too interested in those right now. A little bit far away for me, okay. But interesting to see Binance Perps have lost all demand right here, right now, and they've still got these dynamic order blocks down at 55. Okay, guys. So what I want to show you is that I think ETH is the best risk reward. Mentioned this to the guys in the Discord private and the like as well. But basically, this was your weekend short. Very nice. Okay, very nice. Came down. But my opinion was, more often than not, I'd like to come up, take those weekend highs like I've shown in the Discord, and then we'll have a look at what we've got. And actually the supply here is a lot more aggressive on ETH. So let's see how the day goes. Let's see a little bit of US volume kick in a good few hours when we have a little bit of a live session on YouTube, and we'll go from there. Sol also, Perps. This is what I was playing yesterday when I was taking just a day trade scalp kind of position long. Said to the guys in the private Discord, look, I'm just using this Perps wall, which I don't do all the time. I do prefer spot order blocks, to be honest. But we got a result. I didn't catch the full brunt of this move. Probably just took it here, actually, just entering towards the end of the US session, actually. Just a little day trade, up and down, grab a couple of percent. Interesting to see that Sol is getting sold into also, okay? So keep an eye on it. There are some order blocks a little bit higher, just covering that 150 level, but it's already just hitting some supply here. All right, guys. So not a lot to say other than that. No follow-through bid right now. Couple of order blocks lower, near that weekly open there, just near the 58k level. Not willing to chase longs up any way, shape or form right here, right now, on any of the larger assets or alts, to be honest, especially, if I see all the larger assets in supply zones like this, I'm hedging shorts, I'm not chasing longs, and then I'm just waiting for the price action to either prove me wrong, okay? Does it stop me out and prove me wrong? Or do we rotate lower? Okay, tighten up that risk, and then we look for some demand, and we'll look to bid back up in the range value area lows. All right, guys. What do you think? Drop us a comment below. What's your thoughts here? How are you positioned? Are you enjoying the range? Are you a trend trader? Are you a range trader? Drop us a comment, drop us a like, and what we'll do is we'll be live a little bit later on in the US session, half an hour just after the US session. We'll see you there. Cheers, guys.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat, that's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?